Crown jewels, legends of the most iconic gems. Throughout history, diamonds and jewels have been more than just ornaments. They have been symbols of power, objects of obsession, and the catalysts of scandals that have shaped entire empires. From the stolen treasures of fallen dynasties to jewels that have ignited wars and betrayals, we will explore the secrets, legends, and mysteries surrounding some of the most extraordinary gems ever to exist. A gem shrouded in legend, the Hope Diamond and its curse haunting those who dared to own it. The Regent Diamond, a masterpiece of the French crown, and the Dresden Green Diamond, a rare marvel kept under lock and key by European monarchs. Each of them carries a story waiting to be told. Step into the corridors of Versailles, where a single jewel ignited a scandal that shook the monarchy. The affair of the diamond necklace. More than deception, it was a betrayal that stained Marie Antoinette's name and fanned the flames of revolution. Follow the journey of the Koh-i-Noor, a diamond fought over for centuries. And the Orloff diamond, once an object of devotion, stolen to become a token of power in the hands of a Russian empress. Some of these treasures were lost to time. Some remain locked away in museums and royal vaults, and others, they vanished under mysterious circumstances, leaving behind whispers of betrayal, theft, and forbidden love. Enter a world of glittering secrets and hidden dangers as we uncover the legendary history behind the world's most famous royal treasures. Regal, resplendent, and rooted in conquest, the Regent Diamond is one of the most flawless diamonds ever cut. But its journey is stained with treachery, smuggling, and revolution. Discovered in the famed Golconda mines of India, the diamond was originally 410 carats before being smuggled out by a slave who hid it in his wound. Betrayed by a merchant, the diamond changed hands until it was acquired by Thomas Pitt, a British governor, who had it cut into its stunning 141-carat form. The rest of the original rough diamond was cut into smaller stones, some of which were sold separately, their whereabouts largely unknown. These fragments may still exist in private collections or as parts of other royal jewels, lost to time and history. Bought by the French monarchy, the diamond became a symbol of absolute power, adorning Louis XV's crown and Marie Antoinette's hat, among other things. Yet after the fall of the monarchy, the diamond, like France itself, underwent tumultuous changes. Stolen during the French Revolution in 1792, it vanished for years before resurfacing in the hands of a jeweler. It was eventually reclaimed by Napoleon, who set it into the pommel of his sword. Following his defeat, the diamond was kept in royal possession, passing through the Bourbon Restoration and the July monarchy before finally finding a permanent home in the Louvre in 1887, where it remains a testament to France's regal and revolutionary past. Now resting in the Louvre, the Regent diamond has survived revolutions and war, a silent witness to France's shifting tides of power. Few gems in history have inspired as many tales of misfortune as the Hope diamond. With its mesmerizing deep blue hue, the diamond is as famous for its supposed curse as for its beauty. The story of the Hope diamond begins in the legendary Golconda mines of India. Some say the original gem was once set in a statue of a Hindu deity, stolen by a thief who unknowingly unleashed a curse on all who would possess it. However, historical records suggest this tale was likely added later, only deepening the diamond's aura of mystery. In 1668, the French merchant and traveller Jean-Baptiste Tavernier sold the diamond to King Louis XIV, who had it recut into the dazzling French blue. For decades, it remained a treasured jewel of the French crown, but the shadow of misfortune loomed. King Louis XVI and Marie Antoinette, the last royal owners of the diamond, met their tragic fate during the French Revolution. Recent scientific research, however, has revealed that the diamond likely didn't vanish into the hands of revolutionaries as once believed. Instead, it was recut and eventually emerged in London, where it was transformed into what we now know as the Hope diamond. The diamond took the name of Henry Philip Hope, a British banker who added it to his private collection. In the early 20th century, renowned jeweller Pierre Cartier acquired the Hope diamond and emphasized its notorious reputation to captivate the American elite. His strategy succeeded when he sold the gem to Evelyn Walsh McLean, a prominent socialite known for her extravagant lifestyle. However, following her acquisition of the diamond, McLean's life was marred by a series of personal tragedies, which fueled the legend of the diamond's curse. After her passing in 1947, the Hope diamond was acquired by Harry Winston, who ultimately donated it to the National Museum of Natural History in Washington. Interestingly, since its arrival at the museum in 1958, the so-called curse appears to have lifted, as no misfortunes have been reported. From a mysterious origin to a legacy of misfortune, the Hope diamond remains one of the most captivating and enigmatic gems in history. A jewel of breathtaking beauty wrapped in the mists of time. A diamond that has caused wars, signified power, and remains one of the most controversial jewels in history. The Koh-i-Noor, meaning Mountain of Light, is a gem over which empires have fought. The Koh-i-Noor isn't just any diamond. It's one of the largest and most infamous diamonds in the world, weighing an astonishing 108.93 carats today. But it wasn't always this size. Originally, it was believed to be a staggering 793 carats before it was cut down. Some say its origins trace back over 5,000 years, even appearing in ancient Sanskrit texts. Others believe it was mined in India's famed Golconda mines, known for producing some of the world's most legendary gems. Originally owned by the Mughals, the diamond was seized by Persian conqueror Nader Shah, then taken by the Sikh Empire, and finally surrendered to the British after the annexation of Punjab. The Koh-i-Noor was far more than a mere ornament. It was a symbol of divine right and imperial might. Many rulers believed that controlling the diamond meant controlling destiny itself. Now, what makes this diamond truly fascinating isn't just its beauty, it's the curse attached to it. Legend has it that the Koh-i-Noor brings misfortune and even death to any man who wears it. In fact, after the British acquired the diamond in the 19th century, they made a curious decision: only women of the royal family would wear it, keeping the men safe from its alleged curse. Today, it remains part of the British crown jewels, set in the Queen Mother's crown. But how did it end up in British hands? In 1849, after the Second Anglo-Sikh War, the British annexed Punjab, forcing the 11-year-old Maharaja Julep Singh to gift the Koh-i-Noor to Queen Victoria. Even today, the question remains, was it freely given or forcibly taken? Now part of the British crown jewels, the Koh-i-Noor rests at the Tower of London, on display for the world, and remains a symbol of colonial conquest. Though India, Pakistan and Afghanistan have all claimed it, Britain insists it was lawfully acquired. In 2018, India's Supreme Court ruled it was not stolen, yet the debate over its rightful ownership persists. Will it ever return to its origins, or remain in Britain forever? A diamond so powerful, it shaped the course of history. Another so infamous, it was said to bring ruin to all who possessed it. Journey with us into the extraordinary world of two remarkable diamonds. One, a jewel of power and conquest, the other, a diamond of doom and despair. The Orloff diamond is not just any jewel. It's a legend wrapped in mystery. Weighing a staggering 189.62 carats, it sits in the imperial scepter of the Russian Tsars. But here's the mystery. This diamond might actually be the long-lost Great Mogul diamond, which vanished without a trace centuries ago. Why do historians believe this? Well, both diamonds share the same unusual faceting, the same distinctive internal flaw, and the same rare half-cut, half-raw form, as if a block of ice had been split in two. Coincidence? Perhaps, but diamonds don't just disappear, or do they? One theory suggests that after the Persian king Nadir Shah raided India, his loot included the Great Mogul diamond. But following his assassination, the diamond was never officially seen again. Some say it was secretly smuggled into Europe, cut down to disguise its origins, and later resurfaced in Amsterdam before making its way to Russia. But here's where the plot thickens. According to one tale, a French soldier, an adventurer, or maybe a thief, stole the diamond from an Indian temple where it was an idol's sacred eye. He fled to Russia, where the infamous Count Orloff a lover of Catherine the Great, purchased it as a grand romantic gesture. Yet the romance didn't last. Catherine the Great kept the diamond but left Count Olaf heartbroken. And as fate would have it, the Romanov dynasty, whose scepter the Olaf diamond now adorns, didn't have much luck either. The family met a tragic end, executed during the Russian Revolution. Some whisper that the diamond carries the curse of betrayal and downfall. Now, if the Olaf diamond has a shadow of mystery, the black Olaf diamond is pure darkness, both in color and in legend. This 67.5-carat black diamond, also known as the Eye of Brahma, is believed to have been stolen from a Hindu temple in Pondicherry, India, where it was once a sacred eye of a statue of the god Brahma. Some say the diamond carried a curse that brought misfortune to its owners. Stories circulated about mysterious deaths and suicides connected to the gem, though these claims lack verified historical records. One of the most well-known figures associated with the Black Olaf, a diamond dealer named J.W. Paris, reportedly took his own life in 1932, shortly after bringing the diamond to the United States. But whether the diamond was truly to blame remains an open question. Interestingly, black diamonds themselves are a rarity. Unlike traditional diamonds formed deep within the Earth's crust, black diamonds, also known as carbonada diamonds, are believed to have extraterrestrial origins. Scientists theorize that they could have come from an asteroid impact over 2.6 billion years ago, making them cosmic relics from beyond our planet. The curse was supposedly broken when a daring jeweler decided to recut the stone into 3 smaller diamonds. The largest piece was set into a stunning platinum necklace, which was later sold at a Christie's auction in 2006 for $352,000 to an anonymous buyer. Over 400 years old, the Beau Sancy diamond is one of the most historically significant diamonds in the world. But its story goes beyond mere sparkle. It's a treasure woven into the fabric of European history, diplomacy, and power. The Beau Sancy, weighing just under 35 carats, is a diamond known not just for its remarkable beauty, but for the incredible journey it has taken through history. Cut in a pear shape, the Beau Sancy has a unique, almost ethereal quality. Its history stretches back to the 16th century, making it one of the oldest and most storied diamonds in the world. Discovered in India, the diamond's exact origins remain a mystery, though it's believed to have been first owned by a Persian king. It wasn't until it made its way to Europe that Beau Sancy's true legacy began to unfold. By the early 1600s, the Beau Sancy had already captured the attention of European royalty. It came into the hands of King Henry IV of France, who in 1604 purchased the diamond. The king was deeply enamored with the stone, recognizing its value not only as a precious gem, but as a symbol of his reign. It was Henry's wife, Marie de Medici, who became closely associated with the diamond. After Henry's assassination in 1610, Marie de Medici inherited the Beau Sancy, and she later wore it as part of her royal jewelry. The diamond was a symbol of power, beauty, and political intrigue, but its journey didn't stop there. The Beau Sancy continued to change hands across generations. After Marie's death, the diamond passed to the House of Orange and was used as a gift between royals. Through political upheaval, it made its way to England and later to the Prussian crown, where it survived wars, conquests, and shifting dynasties. Through centuries, the diamond was reset and worn by queens, kings, and princesses, including the remarkable Empress Augusta Victoria. Hidden away during wartime and occasionally exhibited publicly, the jewel resurfaced in 2012, when Prince George Frederick from the Hohenzollern family decided to part with it, auctioning it with Sotheby's for an astounding $9.7 million. Today, the Beau Sancy is privately owned, its current location unknown. But the diamond's enduring legacy, its beauty and historical significance, remains a testament to the power and intrigue of European royalty. She was a dancer, a courtesan, a legend of the Belle Epoque. Caroline La Belle Otero dazzled European high society not just with her beauty, but with her extraordinary jewelry collection. Kings, emperors, and aristocrats adorned her in diamonds, pearls, and sapphires, but her most famous jewel, a bolero made entirely of diamonds. In 1901, Parisian jeweler Hamelin displayed Otero's bolero, a sleeveless jacket made of diamonds and coloured cabochons. The garment shimmered like a second skin, crafted in the intricate récit technique, a delicate lace-like web of jewels. For 6 months, it mesmerized passers-by in the jeweler's window. But even diamonds grow tiresome. In 1903, Otero had the bolero transformed into a stunning necklace by Cartier, modelled after Marie Antoinette's famous diamond collar. Otero's collection rivaled that of Queen's. She owned a 10-row pearl sash with over 1,000 pearls and diamonds, a 50-carat diamond earring set, and the legendary pearl necklace of courtesan Leonide Leblanc, once worth $36,000 in 1891. Leopold II of Belgium, the Shah of Persia, and Albert of Monaco showered her in priceless jewels. She captivated audience at famous Parisian cabarets, the Folies Bergère or the Moulin Rouge, where her beauty and charisma made her one of the most sought-after entertainers of her time. Beyond the stage, she became a social icon, enchanting European aristocracy and earning a reputation as one of the most glamorous women of the era. But fortune is fleeting. Otero's wealth vanished at the gambling tables of Monte Carlo. By the time she died in 1965, her legendary jewels were gone, scattered, sold, or lost to history. It was 1784 at the Palace of Versailles when one of the most scandalous deceptions in French history unfolded, an intrigue that would forever tarnish the name of Marie Antoinette. At its heart, a cardinal desperate for power, a cunning conwoman, and a necklace worth a king's fortune. Once a powerful figure at court, Cardinal de Rohan had fallen from the Queen's favour. By 1784, Desperate to regain her trust, he became the perfect target for Jeanne de la Motte, an ambitious woman of noble lineage, skilled in deception and driven by ambition. La Motte convinced the cardinal that she was a trusted confidant of the Queen. With promises of reconciliation, she lured him into a secret meeting. And so, on a warm summer night in the gardens of Versailles, Rohan believed he was standing before Marie Antoinette herself, unaware that it was nothing more than a clever ruse. Meanwhile, the royal jewelers, Baumer and Bassange, had long struggled to sell their most extravagant creation, a diamond necklace fit for a queen. Whispers spoke of its immense value, nearly 2,800 carats of dazzling brilliance, a treasure fit for a king. La Motte saw an opportunity. She convinced the cardinal to purchase the necklace on behalf of the Queen, promising it would restore him to her favour. Believing he was acting under Marie Antoinette's wishes, Rohan arranged for the payment. The jewelers, eager to finally rid themselves of the costly piece, handed it over. But the Queen never received the necklace. La Motte and her accomplices disappeared with the treasure, leaving Rohan to answer for the crime. When the jewelers demanded payment, confusion turned to scandal. Marie Antoinette, unaware of the scheme, was appalled. The cardinal was arrested and humiliated before the entire court. The trial began in 1786. To the shock of many, Cardinal Rohan was acquitted, but La Motte was not so lucky. She was branded a thief and imprisoned. The Queen, though innocent, suffered the most. The public, already resentful of the monarchy's extravagance, saw her as guilty by association. This scandal, though seemingly trivial, became a symbol of royal excess. It fanned the flames of revolution, and just a few years later, the monarchy itself would fall. Few rulers embodied excess like King Farouk of Egypt, the last reigning monarch of the Muhammad Ali dynasty. His life was one of extravagance, of rare jewels, lavish feasts, and an insatiable hunger for luxury. From a young age, Farouk was surrounded by wealth. At just 11, he received his first luxury car, a gift from his father, King Fuad I. Over time, his collection grew into one of the most enviable in the world, but automobiles were only one of his obsessions. The king had a legendary collection of precious gems, diamonds, emeralds, and rubies, many inherited from a dynasty that had ruled Egypt for nearly 150 years. Even as a child, he summoned his servants using a diamond-encrusted sistrum. His mother, Queen Nazli, and his sister Princess Fawzia were no strangers to luxury either. Princess Fawzia, a renowned beauty, adorned herself with exquisite Van Cleef & Arpels pieces, including an Art Deco emerald necklace from 1929. But Farouk's appetite for excess went far beyond jewelry. He was infamous for extravagant shopping sprees across Europe, filling entire suitcases with watches, rare coins, and even rumors of one of the largest private collections of explicit material. He even dictated that only his entourage could own red cars, ensuring that his own could speed through Cairo's streets without fear of being stopped. This was a man who truly lived like a king. Apart from several pieces by Van Cleef & Arpels, He possessed a vast collection of rare and exquisite jewels, including the iconic mystery set ruby fouillère earrings. His lavish wedding in 1951 drew extravagant gifts from world leaders. Adolf Hitler sent a Mercedes-Benz, while Joseph Stalin gifted a gemstone-adorned writing set. In 1952, the tides turned. A military coup forced Farouk to abdicate in favor of his infant son, Fuad II, and he was exiled to Italy. Though stripped of his throne, he never abandoned his extravagant lifestyle. Even in exile, he indulged in fine dining and excess. But on a warm evening in 1965, after a particularly luxurious meal, Farouk collapsed at the dinner table. The man who had once lived like a pharaoh was gone, his death as sudden as the fall of his kingdom. The Dresden Green Diamond, a gem of unparalleled beauty and mystery. Weighing approximately 41 carats, this natural green diamond has captivated monarchs, gemologists, and historians for centuries. Our journey begins in the early 18th century, deep within the legendary Koh-i-Noor mines of Golconda in India. These mines, famed for producing extraordinary diamonds, like the Hope Diamond and the Koh-i-Noor, are believed to be the birthplace of the Dresden Green. Unlike other diamonds, its mesmerizing green hue is a natural wonder, resulting from millions of years of exposure to radioactive minerals within the Earth. The first recorded appearance of this remarkable gem was in 1722, when it surfaced in London. A news sheet from October of that year reported a large diamond of a fine emerald green colour, shown to King George I by a merchant recently returned from India. In 1741, Augustus III, King of Poland and Elector of Saxony, acquired the gem at the Leipzig Fair. Recognizing its exceptional beauty, he commissioned its placement into the Order of the Golden Fleece, one of the most prestigious chivalric orders of the time. But like all great jewels, its setting would change. In 1768, Augustus's grandson, Friedrich Augustus III, sought a new design. The court jeweller, Diesbach, transformed the diamond into a stunning hat clasp, complemented by two large diamonds weighing 6.3 and 19.3 carats, and surrounded by 411 smaller diamonds. This exquisite piece remains intact to this day. In times of war, even the most prized treasures are never truly safe. During the 7 Years' War, from 1756 to 1763, as Saxony faced invasion and turmoil, the Dresden Green Diamond was hidden within the mighty Königstein fortress, an impenetrable stronghold perched high above the Elbe River. Protected by towering stone walls, the gem remained untouched, shielded from the chaos that consumed the region. For over 250 years, The Dresden green diamond stood as a symbol of prestige, securely displayed in the famed Green Vault of Dresden Castle. But on November the 25th, 2019, that sense of security was shattered. In a meticulously orchestrated heist, thieves infiltrated the vault, making off with priceless jewels. By sheer luck, the Dresden Green was unknown in New York at the time, escaping what is now considered one of the most brazen robberies in modern history. Today, the Dresden green diamond resides once more in the new Green Vault in Dresden Castle. Its display has been thoughtfully redesigned, featuring mirrored walls and a vibrant green ambience that accentuates the gem's natural hue. Virtual reconstructions provide visitors with insights into how the hat ornament was worn in the 18th century and its appearance before the 1768 redesign. In 1988, the Gemological Institute of America identified this diamond as a rare type 2A, meaning it has exceptional purity. It has a VS1 clarity grade, meaning it's very clear and might even be flawless on the inside, and measures 29.75 by 19.88 by 10.29 millimeters. The gem showcases the remarkable skill of the 18th century cutters who shaped it. Its extraordinary color, its royal history, and its survival through war make the Dresden green diamond a true legend. It has been displayed alongside the world's most famous diamonds, including the Hope Diamond at the Smithsonian Institution in 2000, solidifying its place in history as one of the rarest and most fascinating diamonds ever discovered. A testament to nature's wonders and human craftsmanship, it remains one of the world's most extraordinary treasures. In the heart of South Africa, beneath the rugged hills of Transvaal, one of the most extraordinary gems the world has ever known lay hidden. In 1905, deep in the Premier mine, miners dug through layers of earth, unaware that they were about to uncover a treasure that would redefine the history of diamonds. A massive stone was discovered. 3,106 carats of pure, flawless beauty, waiting to be shaped into something even more spectacular. It was a diamond of unimaginable size, a true wonder of nature. The Cullinan diamond, as it would later be named, was larger than anything the world had ever seen. Before its discovery, the largest known diamond was the Excelsior diamond. It was named after Sir Thomas Cullinan, the man who had discovered the Premier mine just 3 years prior. The mine itself was a marvel, located near the town of Cullinan, a place destined to make history. But this discovery would set the stage for a mystery that would captivate the world for years to come. Once unearthed, the massive stone was purchased by the Transvaal government and presented as a gift to King Edward VII of England in 1907. Marking the beginning of the Cullinan diamond's journey into the heart of British royal history. But the question remains, How could such a vast and uncut gem, weighing over 3,000 carats, be transformed into something that could be worn by royalty? The answer came in the form of the legendary I.J. Asher & Company, master jewelers renowned for shaping the world's most exquisite stones. The Asher family, based in Amsterdam, was entrusted with the monumental task of cutting the Cullinan diamond. The two largest diamonds were nothing short of miraculous. The first, Cullinan I, also known as the Great Star of Africa, weighed 530.2 carats. It was a flawless pear-shaped diamond, and it became the crowning jewel of the British royal collection. Set into the sovereign's sceptre with cross, it is not just a symbol of power, but a symbol of the enduring strength of the British monarchy itself. The second largest, Cullinan II, also known as the Second Star of Africa, weighs an impressive 317.4 carats. This diamond resides in the imperial state crown, the very crown worn by the reigning monarch during important ceremonies, such as the state opening of Parliament. But the Cullinan diamond's legacy extends far beyond these two breathtaking stones. The remaining 7 diamonds, ranging in weight from 94.4 carats to just 4.4 carats, were also set into various pieces of royal jewelry. They can be found in brooches, necklaces, and other crowns, serving as a testament to the Cullinans' influence on the British royal family's collection. Granny's Chips is a beloved diamond brooch passed down from Queen Mary to Princess Elizabeth when she was just 27 years old and about to become queen. Featuring the Cullinan III and IV diamonds, the brooch was affectionately nicknamed the Lesser Stars of Africa, given their size compared to the larger Cullinan diamonds. Whether modernized or left untouched, heirloom diamonds hold an emotional worth beyond their immense value. Granny's Chips, estimated at over £50 million, is no exception. Who inherited this priceless symbol of history? With Queen Elizabeth II's will remaining private, we can only assume that these treasures have stayed within the royal family, worn as a tribute to her legacy. This diamond is surrounded by mystery, from its discovery to its journey to England. While it was presented to King Edward VII, the details of its transportation remain unclear, with some claiming it was nearly stolen along the way. The diamond's passage was a closely guarded secret, and how such a massive stone made its way through an unstable world is unknown. What is certain, however, is that the gem was expertly cut by the Asher Company, overcoming structural weaknesses and transforming it into the iconic diamonds we know today, including a near-miraculous recovery from a crack during the process. The Cullinan diamonds are not just valued for their size and beauty, they are symbols of British power and influence. For over a century, these diamonds have been central to the grandeur of royal ceremonies. From its discovery deep in the earth to its place in the heart of the British monarchy, as part of the crown jewels, the Cullinan diamond stands among the most renowned and valuable gems in the world. Few jewels in history possess a legacy as rich, varied and enigmatic as the La Peregrina pearl. This 55.95 carat gem, once the largest known pearl in the world, has woven its story across centuries, capturing the imaginations of those who have come into its orbit. But how did such a treasure, steeped in mystery, arrive in the hands of some of the most powerful monarchs in history? The origins of La Peregrina are as mysterious as its luster. One legend tells of an African slave who found the pearl and was granted freedom in return, but another account places its discovery in 1513. Some believe the pearl was first gifted to Don Pedro de Tamez, a colonial administrator in Panama. He is said to have sent it to Prince Philip of Spain, future consort to Queen Mary Tudor of England. Was it really found by chance, or does this tale hold more secrets than we know? Yet as the years passed, the pearl's history became increasingly tangled. Several conflicting stories state that the pearl was either a symbol of loyalty from a tribal leader or an offering made by the governor himself. What is clear, though, is that La Peregrina's journey had only just begun. In 1579, the pearl arrived in Sevilla, Spain, from Panama. King Philippe II, a man known for his immense wealth and love of rare jewels, purchased La Peregrina for the Spanish crown. The pearl became one of the crown jewels of Spain and would soon become a favorite among the queens of Spain. Margaret of Austria, the wife of Philip IV, is said to have worn it at the historic peace celebrations between Spain and England. Its beauty would not be confined to Spain, though. The pearl appeared in portraits by the famous Spanish painter Diego Velázquez, worn by Queens Isabel of France and Mariana of Austria. For decades, it sparkled among Spain's royal elite, serving as a symbol of power, wealth, and grace. But as with all great treasures, La Peregrina's fate took a dramatic turn. In 1808, when José Bonaparte, Napoleon's brother, took the Spanish throne, he looted the Spanish crown jewels, taking La Peregrina with him. After his brief reign, the pearl found its way to his nephew, Napoleon III, who during his exile in England was forced to sell it to James Hamilton, the Duke of Abercorn. It is said that the pearl was so heavy it fell from its setting twice, once at Windsor Castle and another time during a ball at Buckingham Palace. Could this be the reason for its eventual transformation? In 1969, La Peregrina took another dramatic turn. At an auction in London, the pearl was sold to none other than Hollywood legend Richard Burton. He paid $37,000 for this remarkable treasure, gifting it to his wife, the unforgettable Elizabeth Taylor, for Valentine's Day. Elizabeth Taylor, known for her love of rare jewelry, was enchanted by the pearl's rich history and dazzling beauty. She entrusted Cartier to redesign the setting, combining diamonds, rubies, and pearls, creating an entirely new, breathtaking necklace. La Peregrina's rebirth as a modern masterpiece brought it even more acclaim, solidifying its place as one of the most iconic jewels in the world. When Elizabeth Taylor passed away, La Peregrina was sold once again as part of the actress's estate in December 2011 for $10.5 million US, over 11 million with fees, and is now in private hands. La Peregrina, a pearl that began its journey in mystery, has become a timeless symbol of beauty and history intertwined. From the jungles of Panama to the courts of Europe, and later the glamour of Hollywood's golden age, it has left an unforgettable mark on some of the world's most legendary collections. Through centuries of history, these jewels have passed through the hands of emperors, queens, conquerors, and thieves. Each gem tells a story, a tale of power, ambition, mystery, and sometimes even misfortune. But beyond their dazzling beauty, these treasures serve as reminders of the empires that rose and fell, of fortunes won and lost, of whispers of betrayal, and echoes of legends that refuse to fade. They sit behind glass today, admired by millions. Some are locked away, untouchable, hidden from the world, and yet their stories continue to evolve. Because with every new discovery, every new scandal, and every new claim of rightful ownership, history is never truly finished. The question remains, who really owns history? Can a diamond belong to a single ruler, a nation, or the world itself? These jewels have outlived kings and queens, yet they remain symbols of what once was and what still is.